Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Shifali. I'm a psychologist. And if you are lonely or you have ever felt loneliness, or you might think you might be lonely or not, you're confused, so you're at the right platform. This is the video for you. I'm going to talk about the various types of loneliness. So watch the video till the end. When you understand the nature of loneliness, where is it coming from, you will be able to better deal with it. You'll be able to understand what exactly is happening. And every loneliness would require different type of dealing. So let's get started. So first I would describe, so you there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. So when we are alone, there's nobody around us, we don't have people around us. It's an accepted state where we stay alone, we eat alone, we live alone. However, when we talk about loneliness is a state of mind. And here we feel it will be coming when there is a discrepancy between what we are living and when what we expect to be. So this discrepancy can create a sense of loneliness. So it is a complex emotional response. So I'll give you an example. There can be two types. So one is quantitative and another is qualitative. So let's say you have 5 6 friends, or you have 10 friends, or you have one person, you have a partner who's there. So it's not that you are alone. However, you might feel that this person doesn't understand me emotionally, or my friends are not available emotionally, my friends are not available with me when I need them. So what is happening is you have people around you as per your expectation, but the quality is not there, the quality that you expect. Other could be that you have 2 friends, 3 friends which are matching your quality, they are emotionally available, they're understanding, but you feel that you need more friends in your life. You need to have a party, so you want that at least I should be having 10 friends, so whenever I arrange a party, there are people around me. So you might feel the discrepancy in terms of quantity. So it's a state that you create when your expectations, when your needs are not getting met. And there's nothing wrong with having needs, but the it's not about judging it that we should not have, or the thing is that there is a discrepancy, and because of that it is creating a sense of loneliness inside of you. So now when it comes to what are the types of loneliness, first is chronic loneliness. First, chronic, it's coming from the childhood, because let's say we had parents who were emotionally unavailable. So whenever we had issues, let's say we came from school to home, we did not have parents, we did not have any primary caregiver where we could share our feelings, we could share our emotions. It is always that we dealt with our own emotions on our own. We always solved it on our own. So we are not used to ever feeling that there were anybody with us. It's like we were always left alone. So now that was during your childhood. Now let's say you are 18 plus 20 25 30, but you still have that feeling. Although currently you might have acquaintances, you might have friends, you might have good emotional connection, but whenever, in spite of having people around you, you might feel a chronic sense of emptiness deep within, because these are the childhood memories in your mind. They have not been given a closure. You have felt alone, and that thing is continuing. So that emptiness that you're carrying, and that may be also affecting you to form current relationships. It might be preventing you from form current intimate relationships. So that can give this sense of loneliness, which is like a continuous cycle. Another very common type of loneliness that arises is which is situational loneliness. It's something that I personally have experienced. It can occur when you let's say you move to a new city for a job or for study purposes. So when I remember, I went for a course to a new city for 2 years. So during those 2 years, I very personal, this is a very personal experience, that I felt situational loneliness that ended when I came back from that city. And so when we move to a new place for any job or career, anything, it is a different situation. There is a different set of people there. It's a different city. You don't know the culture. So it is like you'll have to adjust until the time you adjust, or you might never adjust. You might never find that thing. So it can give you that situational loneliness over there. Another example of situational loneliness could be some kind of a loss. Loss through death of a closed one, a relationship that you lost, either because of death, or maybe that person moved out for some work purpose, for some study purpose. So suddenly there is a void in your life. It can also happen when you recently had a breakup. So there was this person whom you were emotionally connected to, and suddenly you are experiencing this complete void, that because that person was filling a lot of percentage of your life. So that could be this is one type of situational loneliness, and we'll have different methods to deal with it. Another could be emotional loneliness. It could arise when you feel that there are people around you, but you don't feel that there is anybody whom you can share emotional stuff. You don't feel that there is an emotional connect with anybody, or you have a different perspective of viewing life. You see life very differently, you have different thoughts, and you don't feel that anybody reaches to that level of understanding. Like that could be psychological or intellectually. You're at a very different phase, you have different ideas, you have different views about life, and you don't feel that there are people around you, you have respect for their opinion, they have, but you don't feel that there is anybody you can connect or you can share your feelings. And also that can be an alienation that you feel from time to time, that there is some kind of alienation. So you can experience that this emotional or intellectual loneliness in that way. Then there could be loneliness that is arising because of life transitions, and it is very commonly seen in women. Let's say a woman got married and she went to a new place, in her in-laws place, which is a different city, different people. So obviously the place she came from, her native place, her parents place, she had close good friends, and that way. So although we can keep contact through phone and media, but that doesn't give the same feeling, that companionship that we share physically. So this is a very complete new transition, like a newly married life and different, and it can bring very different sense of loneliness, especially when there is a change in culture and environment. So that can bring. Another could be that when somebody becomes a new parents or new mother, especially in women. So what happens is that after delivery, the child has been given like a lot of attention, especially if the child didn't have a very healthy birth, or there were some complications that arises. So child newborn is being given a lot of attention about how is the baby, how is the newborn, what is. So mother can get neglected, especially the emotional health. In fact, the mother themselves give a lot of attention to the newborn, and that at the cost of their personal self. So there is a lot of self neglect, and it can give a rise to loneliness because the mother is not feeling that attention from the partner, that love from the partner, even during pregnancy. So this is a different kind of life transition. The mother is feeling alone in her, because she's a new mother, she's inexperienced, she's not feeling that kind of support which is needed to handle the baby, what is expected. She feels that she's all on her own dealing with it. So that can give a different kind of situation. Another is like when parents are aging. So after 60 plus, as people are entering their old age, many things, especially the family dynamics, start changing. So let's say your children are moving out of the city now, or they are getting married, or they have gone for a job. So there is this thing, there's sudden emptiness, and people feel sudden loneliness because all this while it was their children who were feeling that. So age related issues, because you feel they're aging and you're feeling neglected, you're not being able to feel that connection of the because of various reasons. So you're that the new generation has come and all that. In fact, children who are taking care of their old age parents can feel that way. They have parents and they are missing out on the other life that other people are enjoying or not taking care. So these are some life transitions. There could be many, like I'm covering just few. Then there could be social alienation, when we went to a party and there are people around and they're partying and everything, and you feel connect to nobody there. You feel that you're just an alien who is trying to force yourself to be there because it's an obligation, social obligation. So that can have that is a situation. Otherwise you come back home and you're on your own and all, then it's fine. So you see that loneliness is not because, in fact, in the party there were more people, so that did not make you feel alone. In fact, the person came home and they felt good. In the party the person felt that loneliness. So you can see what of these you could relate to. There are many more like that could be there, but these are one of the few of it. So what we need to understand is, first we need to understand that we need to acknowledge first that we feel lonely. Sometimes people are in denial. People feel we have friends, we have people around you, I have my husband, everything is fine. And but there is some distress that you are experiencing. You are feeling that something is wrong, something is missing. And then missing, if you have to identify, you have to give that label, it is that you're feeling lonely. And once we acknowledge it, then we know that where the loneliness is coming from. Like I said, in this case of the married woman, she moved to a new place, so she just have to give some time, make new connections, and until that fades away. But sometimes it's not always possible. Sometimes this loneliness continues, we don't know what to do about it. That feeling of alienation continues, and it continues for a lot of people, and it starts disturbing oneself emotionally. So feeling lonely is a natural thing. There's nothing wrong with feeling loneliness. It's a natural state of life. Every one of us feels. But it becomes a problem when it starts affecting us emotionally. It starts making us feel sad. It starts, making us more aloof. It starts making us not to form more connection, and it's affecting us at an emotional, mental level. So it's very important that we acknowledge it and we talk about it. We reach out. We talk to people. If we know what the loneliness is coming from, we try to find that kind of solution. And if not, we do, I would say that we take professional help. So that's all for this video. I hope there must be many questions in your mind, or there must be something more that I have missed out. So please feel free to comment, and it would help me get an engaged audience. It will help me gain a different perspective. So please do comment, and if you feel this video can help somebody, they can relate to it and they can feel some connection. So please do share and like the video if you feel the content was helpful. It can motivate me. Okay, take care. Bye bye.